Or the disrespect before you play, better button check. Button check.
What is up, Butt Check family? Welcome back to yet again. It is Christmas finally upon us. Well, it's Christmas Eve, you know what I'm saying, but close enough. Thank you guys for tuning in. Chapters down below, sub button right there. We's about to get it cracking. More than likely, I will post tomorrow as well because I'm gonna have a chunk of time before I gotta go do something for the family, just like I did today. So thank you guys for everything, man. We's about to check these buttons. Hope you're having a good one. I'm talking too much. We actually have a sponsor, this one right here, y'all. What I'm trying to do with these sponsors for the holiday is choose the ones that have the biggest sale, but also ones that I've worked with before, so I have a kind of a good idea of how they work and we build up a trust. So either way, thank you guys for tuning in. Let's get these deals, then check some buttons. Let's go. All right, Butt Check fam, listen up real quick, man. 2026 is right around the corner. You need some ideas, you need some merch, some swag, some gaming gear, whatever, and you need it at an affordable price. So it is no surprise, especially with the year that we just have, that we are going after the savings once again, and Temu is back working with Button Check once again. We're one of those families, which I'm sure a lot of people are nowadays. We do most of our shopping, even groceries, from our house. And right now you can get even more savings because with my promo code KCT8692, actually you probably see it in the corner already, you can get an additional $20 free. All you have to do, new users, download the app, you instantly get the savings. I'll put it on the screen as well. $20 free, which goes actually a really long way because you already know on Temu you can get things for $1. Right now I just hardwired in. I got an Ethernet cord that was originally $1. Now it's like 20 cents. 20 cents. A lot of their items are like $1 or lower because they're constantly having updates. I even got this Cartoon Network jacket. Look at it. $22. I even got this massage gun right here. It's really cool. Like, look, I'll put it on the screen right now. Who doesn't need something like this in their life? Whether you're working on your thighs, your arms, the back of your neck. My barber actually works on my chest with this and my arms while he puts the hot towel on my face. I've been wanting one of these for a long time. Now I finally ordered one. But actually it doesn't even stop there, because if you want it for less, you can do less because they got different brands and different varieties. Then I even got this cool USB microphone that I just ordered as well. And this is my baby right here. This is the Cartoon Network jacket. I've been waiting for this one. Now I'm getting it for like 20 bucks. I was gonna get it last year and I held off, but now I'm like, it's 20 bucks. I'm getting it now. So there it is, Butt Check family. Definitely check out the savings happening right now from Temu. If you're a new user, you get $20 free right off the rip. You can click the QR code and download the app or the link down below. Once again, my promo code is KCT8692. QR code right there, link down below. Savings happening right now, y'all. 2026, right around the corner. Let's go. All right, first up, how MenaRD cock-blocked his own character and how Blanka would probably be more popular if he just looked good. Buttons that need to be checked. This is a curious case. Matter of fact, we're gonna start off with Broski right here. He posted a video, I think just yesterday, called The Curious Case of S-Tier Blanka. You know, for some time, a long time, Mena has been destroying people with Blanka. A lot of people have kind of said here and there, like, why isn't Blanka higher ranked? How come more people don't play Blanka? Meanwhile, Mena is out here destroying every damn buddy, and sometimes, you know, it's a little hot and cold, but most times, let's be real, he's hot. So now it seems like everybody is starting to kind of pay attention, like Mena's making enough damn noise. We're like, look, what the hell is up with this character? Let's break it down. We got reactions everywhere. Let's start with Broski. Let's go.
Oh, this is Mr. I was going to say this is Mr. Tier List's Crimson. Come on, brain in gear. This is Mr. Crimson's tier list. And as you guys can see, Blanka he's not a weak character by any means. He's in A tier, but he's fairly far across in A tier. He's definitely not in S tier. He's considered, I think, by Crimson to be a pretty strong character, but not one of these S tier monsters. I've also got Phenom's tier list here. And the thing with Phenom is that you need to ignore anything this guy says about Ken. So ignore that. Don't worry about the B plus Ken placement, because this guy is Ken's strongest down player. But the rest of it, I think, is fairly sincere. And once again, as you can see here, Blanka, he has put in the middle of A plus tier. So he says these are ordered. So he thinks Blanka is like 9th best character in the game, sort of just barely within the top 10. And lastly, I've also got this one from Idon, Street Fighter 6's most faithful defender and fan. Very similar to the last two, as you can see here. Blanka in the kind of tail end of A tier, but again, not close to, you know, the usual suspects up here at the top. How does that compare with Japan? So Lord Daigo put out a video recently on his own YouTube channel talking about the current character tiers. Daigo says the strongest characters are her and him, meaning Mai and Ed.
みんなあと JP ブランカ
And then follows it up with, and everyone says JP and Blanka. And I think when he says everyone, I think he's mostly referring to the Japanese community. Right now, there is actually a pretty strong consensus in Japan that the top 4 characters that are kind of standing clear above everyone else is some combination of Ed, Mai, JP, and Blanka. And I think Ed, Mai, and JP...
Can we stop right here? Am I just an old head and I'm saying it wrong the whole time? Why do people say Blanka? And it's not just Broski. I've heard other people say Blanka. Blank? And I'm always so confused on that shit. When did we start calling Blanka Blanka? Or is that just me?
So, according to this matchup chart from Wolfgang and Mena, Blanka only loses 4 matchups, and importantly, of these 4 matchups, only one of these characters is currently really highly represented at the competitive level, which is Terry. There's almost no one playing Manon at that level. There's a couple of Elenas. There's a few Kens still running around, but most Ken players have now switched to Akuma or Ryu this season.
From there, we got that FGC reacting, starting with HiFight right here, saying, in the latest adjustment on Japanese SNS, I saw quite a bit of Blanka, or quite a bit that Blanka is top tier besides Ed. But since when was Blanka recognized like this? Pretty recent, right? I feel like before there wasn't much high regard for Blanka on the Japanese side, so I was pretty shocked after looking at a ton of Blanka comments. LOL. Then down below, I see James Shen saying, I mean, people who know me know that I've been saying Blanka has been top tier since the game's release. I've always had him in my top 5 at least throughout the game's life cycle. I just didn't say it a lot because people got big mad at me every time I did, LOL. Then others respond back on that Mena tip saying, cause Mena's here, top tier from the get-go, and isn't it because MenaRD is there, LOL? And it's interesting the influence one player has on the perceived power level of the character in this game. Nemo played a lot of Blanka too, and nobody was saying Blanka was strong in Japan at that time as far as I'm aware. Is it because he's unorthodox? Then somebody posted that clip of Punk like asking Capcom, please nerf Blanka. I think this was after he got eliminated at Red Bull Kumite. I can't remember the year, maybe 2024 or something like that. Not sure, but anyway, they were interviewing him, I believe in the taxi. Check it out.
What will you do from this defeat to get better and get your revenge next time?
I mean, what I'm hoping that I can do is Capcom help me out and just nerf Blanka in this upcoming patch, because I know y'all seen me losing to him too many times. I'm not that bad, Capcom. Like, I feel like I can't be bad enough that I'm just losing to Blanka all the time. Like, the character is something wrong with him. So I think that for me to improve in this, Capcom got to help me out a little bit, Z.
How y'all feeling about that? I think that, I remember that clip. I just didn't remember exactly what he said, but I think for me to improve, Capcom gotta help me out and nerf this character. Last time he played Mena, I'm not sure how many times in total in Street Fighter League that they played, but I don't know if Punk ever beat him this year in Street Fighter League, including in Grand Finals. It's been pretty one-sided, because I remember even making a comment like, man, remember when Punk was calling out Mena? Talking about play for the 10,000. If you're not scared, if you want to talk that mess, let's play for 10,000. Mena never wanted to do it. He went on record saying, you know what, I don't want to do that. Instead, I want to go deeper. I want to ruin every chance Punk gets to qualify for Cap Cup or win anything. I want to block that. I want to basically diminish this man's career for 2025. And that was probably the deepest shit we ever saw, because that goes way deeper than any money match. And since then, he may not have diminished all his chances, but he's bodied him a lot. Then getting even deeper, James Shen actually brings up an interesting point, saying, I've always said that if Blanka looked like this, way more people would play him, LOL, posting this picture right here. That's a good point. Like I've seen, we'll look at some of the comments where people like, maybe if Blanka looked better, it was more attractive, people would actually play him more and then we'd be in some real trouble. Like if he was a waifu, like sex appeal, maybe more people would rock with him. Some saying they're gonna make him a chick in Street Fighter 7, just like T-Hawk guy in Ogre. And what do you mean not cute enough? Look at him down here saying, I agree, there might be ugly character phobia in general, but I don't think the vast majority, if not all the top players would care about that. You're the only one that can make the character work. Who else has won the premiere with Blanka besides you? And by the way, that last response was not to James Shin. That last response was to MenaRD, because James was actually responding to Mena, and this is the post from Mena right here. He says, I call this funny situation the Blanka syndrome. You have access to a tool that will give you free money and joy, but the pixels are not cute enough, so nobody plays him. Damn, how y'all feeling about that? Saying you have access to a tool that'll give you free money and joy, but the pixels are not cute enough. That's deep. That could be said about real life. Anyway, let's put that shit on pause. Continuing on. People are like, I like Blanka, but I don't play due to the tier list. Mena says, me neither, but I try to make sure I believe in the character, and that's what I think it all comes down to. Some people said it doesn't help that Blanka is a charge character, but it all comes down to who you vibe with. There's some people that don't even play Street Fighter 6 or didn't play Street Fighter 5. Hell, I know I didn't play Street Fighter 5 in the beginning until they put Guile in. And some people sadly never saw their main come back after 4. So it's a character crisis when you're going through these characters, because a lot of people have that argument. Just pick the top tier. If you want to win, pick top tier. But at the end of the day, if you don't vibe with that character, no matter how good they are, you're not going to perform as well as the next person is, because you just don't understand. They don't mess with you, and it doesn't make the game fun, so it kind of dies out. And Mena is basically saying, I'm making sure that I believe in the character. And if you got that, you already seen the results. How y'all feeling? Let me know. And Devin is Butt Check fam. Devin, let me know how you are feeling on this beautiful Christmas Eve. Big up to Temu for sponsoring the video. I have worked with them before on my second channel many times. On this one, we worked with them last year as well, and they are back. Like I said, since I've worked with them and I got to talk to them like behind the scenes, we built up a trust. And honestly, I like their deals. My wife has literally never stopped shopping with them. I got this hat. My Santa outfit, that's where I got it from as well. So thank you guys for the amazing love. I will see you soon. Matter of fact, I will see you tomorrow. Have a blessed, enjoyable Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, no matter who you're with, y'all. If you're with your family, your friends, if you're running the set, or if you're just here with good old Button Check. I appreciate it. We love you, y'all. As always, I don't know what it is, but I know somehow, some way, it's about to get better. Love y'all forever. Peace.
Blah, blah, blah. Subscribe.
Damn, how y'all feeling about that? Saying you have access to a tool that'll give you free money and joy, but the pixels are not cute enough. That's deep. That could be said about real life. You know, talking to my women. You have access to a toy that'll give you free money and joy, but the pixels aren't cute enough. Wait, does that make sense? And why did I point at myself the whole time like I was ugly?